When feeding a surface-mounted panel from a flush-mounted panel in a single-family dwelling, there are several methods to consider. These methods include going through a wall hole, utilizing a conduit, or routing the SCR cable through an existing raceway. Firstly, let's discuss using a wall hole. Drill a hole that is large enough to accommodate the SCR cable through the wall at the desired location. Then feed the SCR cable through this hole. Secure the cable to the studs within the wall using a cable staple or clamp. This will prevent the cable from moving and potentially getting damaged over time. Secondly, consider installing a conduit between the two panels. This conduit can be either inside the wall or exposed on the surface, depending on aesthetic preferences and code requirements. Run the SCR cable through the conduit. Seal the conduit with appropriate connectors at both ends. This sealing is important to prevent moisture and rodent entry, which could compromise the electrical system. Thirdly, if there is an existing raceway, such as an electrical metallic tubing or IMT, or polyvinyl chloride, or PVC conduit near the desired location, you might be able to utilize it to route the SCR cable. Drill access holes into the raceway and then feed the cable through it. Secure the cable to the raceway with clamps to ensure it remains in place. Now let's discuss SCR cable bending. It is crucial to adhere to proper bending radius guidelines to prevent damage to the cable and ensure safe operation. The general rule is that SCR cable should not be bent with a radius smaller than 12 times the cable diameter. For instance, if you're using a standard 1/2 inch diameter SCR cable, the minimum bending radius is 6 inches. If the wall thickness exceeds 6 inches, you might need to use a 90-degree elbow fitting. This is to avoid excessive bending that could damage the cable's insulation or conductors. A practical and cost-effective method for a single-family dwelling is typically drilling a hole through the wall. However, if the wall thickness is greater than 6 inches, consider using a conduit or existing raceway to avoid excessive cable bending. Regardless of the method chosen, always secure the SCR cable properly within the wall or conduit. This will prevent movement and potential damage. When working with electrical systems, always prioritize safety and consult local electrical codes. This is to ensure that the installation meets all requirements and is safe for use. If you are uncomfortable performing this type of electrical work, consider consulting with a licensed electrician for assistance. Remember to always de-energize the circuit before working on any electrical components. This will help to prevent electrical shock. Verify that the circuit is de-energized using a non-contact voltage tester or multimeter. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, including safety glasses and insulated gloves. This will provide additional protection against electrical hazards. Work in a well-lit area. This is to clearly see the components and wiring. This will minimize the risk of errors or accident. Double-check all connections to ensure they are secure and properly tightened. Loose connections can cause arcing and overheating, which can be a fire hazard. Label all wires and circuits clearly. This is to make it easier to identify them in the future for troubleshooting or maintenance purposes. Keep the work area clean and organized. This is to prevent tripping hazards and ensure that tools and materials are readily accessible. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, consult with a qualified electrician. It is always better to err on the side of caution when working with electricity. After completing the installation, test the circuit to ensure it is working properly. Use a multimeter to verify voltage and current readings. Inspect the installation for any signs of damage or potential hazards. Address any issues immediately to prevent further problems. Keep a record of the installation, including the date, materials used, and any relevant notes. This information can be helpful for future maintenance or repairs. Regularly inspect the electrical panel and wiring for any signs of wear or damage. Replace any damaged components promptly to maintain the safety and reliability of the electrical system. Consider installing surge protection devices to protect sensitive electronic equipment from voltage spikes. Surge protectors can help to prevent damage to appliances and electronics caused by lightning strikes or power surges. If you are planning any major electrical work, Obtain the necessary permits from your local building department. This will ensure that the work is performed in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Familiarize yourself with the local electrical codes and regulations. This will help you to ensure that your electrical installations are safe and compliant. Attend a training course or workshop on electrical safety. This will provide you with the knowledge and skills to perform electrical work safely and effectively. Never work on electrical systems when you are tired or distracted. Focus on the task at hand. This is to minimize the risk of errors or accidents. If you are taking medication that may impair your judgment or coordination, avoid working on electrical systems. Ensure that all electrical tools and equipment are in good working condition. Inspect them regularly for any signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged tools or equipment immediately. Use the correct tools for the job. Using the wrong tools can damage the electrical components or increase the risk of injury. When working with wires, use wire strippers to remove the insulation without damaging the conductors. Use crimping tools to create secure connections between wires and terminals. When working with screws, use screwdrivers with insulated handles. Avoid wearing jewelry or metal objects when working on electrical systems. Metal objects can conduct electricity and increase the risk of electrical shock. Keep a fire extinguisher nearby when working on electrical systems. In case of a fire, use the fire extinguisher to put out the flames. Never use water to extinguish an electrical fire. Water can conduct electricity and increase the risk of electrical shock. If you experience an electrical shock, seek medical attention immediately. Electrical shock can cause serious injuries or even death. If you smell burning or see smoke coming from an electrical panel or outlet, turn off the power immediately and call the fire department. Burning smells or smoke are signs of a potential electrical fire. Avoid overloading electrical circuits. Overloading circuits can cause overheating and increase the risk of fire. Use a circuit breaker finder to identify the circuit breaker that controls a particular outlet or appliance. Circuit breaker finders can help you to quickly and easily identify the correct circuit breaker to turn off. Install ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, in bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas where water is present. GFCIs can help to prevent electrical shock by detecting ground faults and interrupting the circuit. Test GFCIs regularly to ensure they are working properly. Press the test button on the GFCI and then the reset button. The GFCI should trip and then reset. Replace any GFCIs that failed to trip or reset. Use arc fault circuit interrupters, or RFCIs, to protect against electrical fires caused by arcing faults. A size can detect arcing faults and interrupt the circuit, preventing a fire from starting. Replace any damaged or worn electrical cords. Damaged or worn cords can create a fire hazard. Avoid running the electrical cord under carpets or rugs. Cords can overheat and start a fire. Keep electrical cords away from heat sources such as stoves, radiators, and space heaters. Heat can damage the insulation on the cords and create a fire hazard. Avoid using extension cords as a permanent wiring solution. Extension cords are intended for temporary use only. If you need to extend the reach of an electrical outlet, install a new outlet instead. Use surge protectors to protect electronic equipment from voltage spikes. Surge protectors can help to prevent damage to appliances and electronics caused by lightning strikes or power surges. Consider installing a whole house surge protector to protect all of the electrical equipment in your home. Whole house surge protectors can be installed at the main electrical panel and provide comprehensive surge protection. Have your electrical system inspected by a qualified electrician every few years. Electrical inspections can help to identify potential problems before they become serious. Replace any outdated or unsafe electrical components. Outdated or unsafe components can create a fire hazard or increase the risk of electrical shock. Keep the electrical panel clean and free of clutter. Clutter can block ventilation and cause the panel to overheat. Avoid storing flammable materials near the electrical panel. Flammable materials can ignite if the panel overheats. If you are not comfortable working on electrical systems, hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. It is always better to be safe than sorry when working with electricity. Proper planning and execution are key to successfully feeding a surface-mounted panel from a flush-mounted panel. Remember to prioritize safety and adhere to all applicable electrical codes and regulations.